You're driving in another country and the tire pressure alert pops up on the dashboard. Your tire is going flat and you need a new one. But where do you go? Who do you trust to change your tire in a country where you're unfamiliar and you have a language barrier? Don't worry, I'm going to share our experience of getting a new tire in Monterrey, Mexico. So for this, Google was really our friend. We just kind of looked online and chose a tire shop close to our Airbnb that had really good reviews. And the place that we picked did have some of the best reviews of all the shops available on Google. One of the first things you should know about going to a tire shop in Monterrey, Mexico is that they're right on the road. There's no big parking lot for you to pull into. There's not like a huge waiting area for you to sit and wait in, but not to worry. Drivers and pedestrians alike are used to this here, and drivers mostly will keep an eye out for pedestrians. Mostly. Now you're also going to have a language barrier, and for this, a translation app is your absolute best friend. Both my husband and I use Google Translate. Plus, it's a tire shop. I mean, how many things can you possibly be in there for? All you need to let them know is how many new tires you need, which tires you need replaced, and then the model of your tires. Now I guess we're just a little waiting community here on the side of the highway. Now, obviously, living anywhere, it's important to get a new tire if your tire is going flat. However, if you're only doing like local driving on really good roads, sometimes you can push it a little longer than others. In Monterrey, most of the places you travel are going to involve getting on a highway at some point, so you're going to be traveling at kind of high speeds. Plus, you're going to be dealing with sometimes rough roads and potholes. There are a lot of potholes here in Monterrey for some reason. Plus, Mexico does this thing where they use speed bumps sometimes instead of traffic lights, and you don't want to be going over those with a tire that is already going flat. That can get really dangerous really fast. That says, welcome, thank you for your preference. Basically, it's like saying, thanks for choosing us. So you should expect the process to be almost exactly the same as in the US, honestly. After all, there's only so many ways you can change a tire. These guys in the back here, they're balancing new tires, fitting wheels back into tires, and putting in the tire pressure monitoring sensor, or the TPMS. Pretty standard stuff. Funny story about our experience though, our TPMS was not put back into our tire. So sometime during the process, when they were taking it out of our old tire and balancing and fitting the wheel back in the new tire, they just forgot to put the sensor back in there. Now, this is not a Mexico exclusive problem though, so I do want to say that. If you ask your friends and family in the US, you probably know someone who this has happened to. And the good news is we went back in the same day a second time, and though they were very confused about how they managed to do that, and it took them a while to find it, they did fix it for free. And that's not always how that works in the United States. Sometimes when you go back to a tire shop in the US, they act like they did nothing wrong, and they actually make you pay for a brand new one. So we were very happy that they were able to solve the problem for us at no extra charge. And finally, it was every car owner's favorite sight when waiting for a new tire, the moment it comes off the jack. That's a beautiful sight. Let's see that again. And finally, we were able to leave the tire shop and go home. If you enjoyed watching this video and you found it helpful, give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. Keep an eye out for future videos about both cars and living in Monterrey, Mexico. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.